And he clearly doesn't like what's going on out there right now.
Would you? I mean, how could he like what's happening? Really had to take a time out there and try to figure out a way to derail their momentum.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. To end the run. And the release was... And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Warriors ahead, up by 10. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2.
Come on, let's have a round of applause for the Cavalier girls.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Warriors.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And Golden State looking at who they've got. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Rush up there with Maurice Spates. And it's Green in at the center, locking down the middle. Out to Shumpert. On the wing, James. Good on the three-point shot. LeBron's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Warriors leading by 5.
And Iman Shumpert, more athlete than player when he entered the league. 42-inch max vertical, shoulders carved like Michelangelo. But he had a long way to go in terms of his skill set. And you can see that evolution right before your eyes.
Thompson. And he banks in the layup. Thompson's got 8 points.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
And talking about Iman Shumpert, he seemed to learn from working with LeBron and Kyrie last year.
Yeah. Look at that. Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when you need a spark, something electric to get your teammates fired up.
Here's James. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
After going scoreless in the first, he's really found a way to turn it on here in the second quarter.
Back to Curry from outside the arc. Second shot opportunity. No good from Spates.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And you just look back over the career of LeBron, and you have to say he's an all-time great already. I mean, the numbers are there, the multiple championships, some already calling him the best small forward to ever play the game.
Different look here for the Warriors. Festus Ezeli, he's jacked in for Draymond Green. Harrison Barnes comes in for Brandon Rush. Clark, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Iguodala in for Curry.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. And you just look at LeBron, Clark, in a historical context. Last season, he became the first player since Bill Russell and his Celtics to make it to the NBA Finals 5 consecutive years.
Boy, I tell you what, this says even more about LeBron, that whenever he leaves a team, they miss the playoffs. And no matter what team he's on, they're favorites to win their conference.
Golden State moving the ball around. Bogut, the pass to Barnes. Shot clock at 5. Inside. It's deflected. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation. The Cavaliers on offense. They're on an 11-2 run. Mozgov sets a screen for James.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Here's Vdawg50's. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. James in the post. Covered by Barnes. The offensive rebound. Mozgov's shot is off. Golden State's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Spates kicks to Iguodala. Here's Bogut. The Cavaliers pull it in.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
Yeah, and guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. Finished off the break. LeBron's got 13 points in just this quarter. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Bogut. Thompson comes in for Ian Clark. And it's Stephen Curry in for Maurice Spates.
He's picking up right where he left off in the first quarter.
And so here's Cleveland. 4-point game. Here's Vdawg50. Kicks it out to LeBron. Warriors with the rebound. 17 seconds left in the second quarter. Curry. It's Thompson off the drive. And stolen by LeBron. It's stolen by Curry. Lets the three fly. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Warriors lead by 4. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Cavaliers.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
I agree with you, Greg. Judicious shot selection. All of his looks were good looks.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now.
An excellent game we've seen from LeBron. 13 points and 1 steal.
And how about this, guys? He's actually scored more than half their points by himself.
And at some point, guys, you would think that the defense would make an adjustment. They'd throw something else at him because what they're doing right now has not been working.
LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Thompson in at the 5. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
And some of Harrison Barnes' teammates have referred to him as the senator because of the way he carries himself. And, you know, a very level-headed, dignified young man. And just he has an air about him.
And the Cavaliers call time here. And Harrison Barnes at times has been criticized in the past for not being more Clark assertive on the court.
Well, you know, it's interesting. He had to weather the pressure of expectations since high school. I mean, people were comparing him to Kobe Bryant back then, but HB can't get caught up in that. He's got to be true to himself. You know what I tell guys? Do you.
Yeah.
Do you.
And Cleveland making a change here. Fry's checked in.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
Curry with it. He's picked up by LeBron. It's Curry with the drive. Out to Thompson. Just 4 to shoot. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Iguodala. And it's 7 points for Steph Curry. There's the dish to Fry. And the shot falls short this time.
That's a big donut, folks, here. Start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
It's Curry outside. And that one's good. And now an 11-point Warrior lead.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Here's the screen. It's stolen by Green. Pass to Barnes. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Cavaliers have gone 0-4 from the field in the second half. Yet to find the mark.
You know, the Cavs last season won a bunch of games, but they had to fight for a lot of them. They often would fall behind early or dig a big hole and have to fight their way out of it.
It's tipped. And intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play. Certainly not the performance that I thought we'd get out of them in this half. They haven't been very effective on offense, especially in their half-court game. I mean, when you're not able to get out and run, then you've got to be solid in the half court.
McRae's checked in for James. And it's Smith penetrating. Nobody near Irving. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. Irving's got himself on the board with 3 there. Here's Barnes. They kick it out to Green. And again, it's the Warriors missing. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Here's McRae. Another 3 for Cleveland.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Curry attacking. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Different look here for the Warriors. Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Green. Spates comes in for Andre Iguodala. Brandon Rush, he's checked in for Harrison Barnes. And Ian Clark subbed in for Klay Thompson. Kyrie Irving may be the best ball handler in the league. There are a lot of guys that should handle it. He is definitely in the top 5. If not, he's got to be in the conversation.
And arguably the most talented player at his position. I mean, he can get wherever he wants to on the court. He's athletic, an unbelievable finisher as well. I think that's something that oftentimes gets underrated. Maybe the best finisher in the game.
Agreed. Curry outside. 1:11 left in the third quarter of the game. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. Out to Smith. Love with the screen for Smith. Pass to Fry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Irving attacking. Here's Love. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Love's got 5 now.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession.
And you can tell that pass just hung in the air for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. Long enough for him to get a hand on it and knock it out of play.
We've got 28 seconds left to play in the third. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there. And look, rightfully disappointed with how they played here over the course of this run.
Yeah, you know, they haven't looked good at all here lately. Something has to change for him. And we'll see what he's got coming out of the timeout.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Now here's Curry. He got it up. No good on that last second. Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first three, we should be in for a treat. The Warriors shooting with confidence. 50% from the field. So far. And Golden State looking at who they've got. We've got Ian Clark. Iguodala up there with Harrison Barnes. Then it's Thompson. And it's Green in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
And really just a lack of awareness on his part. Just no idea he was right near the line.
Irving with the ball. And it's Iguodala picking him up. And Fry has it in the corner to take the lead. That's in there. Love with the assist. Fry's got the lead up to 3 now for the Cavs. Here's Iguodala. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented, for plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did.
I tell you what, though, great dunk, and this is even a better game we got going on right now.
Some nice passing by Golden State. And a wide open look for James. And the Cavaliers get another bucket right there. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
And, guys, the thing that jumps out at me is their block shots. I mean, they're playing up on the shooters tightly, and then they're sending them packing. I mean, putting those shots in reverse, all in a clear, good day's work.
Here's Irving. Passes it to Fry. From deep three-point range. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andre Iguodala. That's his first foul. Curry's checked in for Ian Clark. Irving against Curry. Irving attacking.
Kyrie Irving made his first playoff appearance last season with the Cavs, and individually got a big $90 million max extension as well. He's in a really good spot in his career at this point.
He hits the second from the line.
And really, if not for the miss, they'd be sitting in a much better position.
Curry dishes to Barnes. Back to Curry. To the inside. And Thompson kicks to Curry. And there's the call on James. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
They kick it out to Green.
In the first half, they had some success from the arc, but that isn't the case here. They're down and trying to get it all back in one fell swoop. That's not the right strategy. Chip away at
it. Irving passes to Fry. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
And speaking of Irving's star status, last season a signature shoe in his name. I see, in fact, that you and Clark are wearing them tonight. That's always a big deal.
That's an elite club to be in. Only the true superstars get that kind of status. He certainly got the flash to go with the substance.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr was going over with his team. They're getting outshot from the perimeter. He told them, we've got to close out faster on the outside shooters. These threes are killing us. Kevin, can they tighten their D?
Green. And can't hit the shot, but they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line. That's on LeBron James.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
So it's the Cavaliers now. The lead is 2. Over to the wing. And stolen by Barnes. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Curry dishes to Green. Back to Curry. Iguodala kicks to Green. And he feeds it to Iguodala to tie it up. And he lays it up and in. Iguodala's got the game tied up here for the Warriors. The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. For 3, Fry. Draymond Green pulls it in. Green's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Got sloppy in a close game. You have to take advantage of every opportunity.
Here's Shumpert. There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Outside Irving. And he uses the glass on the way. And the Cavaliers lead by 2.
Key buckets, and we know he delivers down the stretch.
Kicks it out to Iguodala. On the wing, Thompson. Oh, and they take the lead.
The defense got butterflies the second that shot went up because they know he typically delivers in the clutch.
Here's Irving. And it's blocked by Curry. We've got 1:08 left in the game. The drive by Iguodala. Great D that time from Love. For Cleveland, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. And Shumpert kicks to Fry. Here's Irving. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Good game for Irving. He's got 8 points, and he's made some good decisions with the basketball, too.
And being smart with the ball like he's been today. He should repeat that every game.
Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Channing Fry. And so both free throws good that time, and that puts him ahead.
Guys, that was critical. I mean, that's what we're used to seeing out of him, though, at moments like this.
Kyrie Irving has simply caught fire.
The drive by Thompson. Some nice passing by Golden State. The tray. Count it! A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
No, that's the shot of the game.
Well, he was fearless enough to get it up and down, and it paid off for him.
Irving with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Irving passes to Thompson. It falls!
Kevin, they've still got a foul to give at this point.
Yeah, and strategy wouldn't be bad to use it if they need to.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They trailed by 2. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Is what's your take?
You know what? You can go for the 3 to win or the 2 to tie. What's your choice in a situation like this, Clark?
Well, I don't think you set that decision in stone and anchor it in this timeout. You see how things play out. You're going to try to get a good, quick shot. And if it's a good 3 with a good shooter, let it fly. If it's something in the paint, then you take that. But it's about being a good, quick shot in this situation.
He knocks down the clutch free throw.
Yeah, how about the bucket to tie with the D just all over him? The free throw to give them the lead. Just a fantastic play all around.
And the Cavaliers call time here. They're losing by 1. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. There's 10 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Mozgov. Yes!
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They trailed by 1. 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
And really no need to rush. Still plenty of time to get a good look.
Well, if they've got a play that they use to get a quality shot, this is the time to run it.
6 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead. Timeout called the Cavaliers. They're trailing by 1. 5 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's James. Money!
And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in the game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. It really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
Boy, that's a sound physical play. I mean, can't be afraid to put a shoulder into somebody every once in a while. It's a contact sport, folks.
And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead. And the Cavaliers call time here. They're losing by 1. 1 second left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
They can grab the win here if they knock down the shot. With under 2 seconds remaining, that's enough time to catch maybe one dribble and then get it up in the air.
Got it! He got it!
Just in time.
What a shot!
I can't believe this. How in the world can you end the game on a shot like that?
Well, I think I've seen it all now, guys, and nothing's going to top that, I don't think.
So it's a narrow win for the Cavaliers, pulling it out. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finishes. Clark, they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
Yep, and it might not be the way a coach would have drawn it up or wanted it to end, but these fans loved it.
And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. So long, everyone.